Welcome to the Great Minds Podcast. This is Derrick.
I'm Vaughn.
And I'm Ladun.
And welcome. so we got Ladun Thompson here, the owner, creator of the Covered by God, actor, entrepreneur. If you've seen the My God versus My Enemy shirt, hoodies, jackets, and everything else, this is the man behind it. So salute and shout out for chopping it up with us.
Hey, man, happy to be here, yo.
All right, so let's get right into it. So, My God versus My Enemies. What's the meaning behind it?
I mean, My God versus My Enemy, I think the message itself was just intended to encourage people who are, because I think life itself is a constant journey of trying to get from one place to another. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And even in that space, God is always the forefront for me, and I think for a lot of people. And even if you're not of faith, it's always come to a place like if someone is in a space where they're battling their inner demons, it's like the God within them versus those demons, whether it be like depression, whether it be anxiety, any mental health issues. You know what I mean? Those are the kind of battles that I think the message itself overall describes.
No doubt. I had a quick question for you. Like, if you go back to like your beginnings with everything, how do you, like your upbringing, what made you grab that sense of faith that way? Is it something that was taught to you, mom, dad, or, how's that process?
For sure. Coming from Nigerian background, coming from the Nigerian background, one thing is God has always, implemented in everything we do. You know what I mean? Growing up, I don't remember a day that my father didn't always say, a family that prays together stays together. He would say every Sunday. So we'd be going to church. We pray before church. I'd be to church. You don't need to pray no more than that. You know what I mean? And before we go to school, sometimes before we go to bed. But then ideally, it still required a space where I had to create my own relationship with God outside of it, you know what I mean? Instead of what you learn, you know what I mean? And really, going through certain things that give you that mantra where you understand that God is real.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the case for all of us, pretty much, where you kind of taught to believe a certain way growing up, depending on your family. And then you find your own voice throughout that process. So you find you develop your own relationship that might not be the same as someone else's, but it's good for you. It's that one-on-one that you have with God. That's the most important relationship,
Exactly.
Definitely.
A lot of people don't find their own relationships, so they find this animosity as they get older in life because they feel like they followed something for so long that they didn't really understand. And you know what I mean? So when they go through certain things, they don't have a real relationship with God, so they tend to blame God for any downfalls they have in life, you know what I mean? Instead of really being able to depend on the faith of having that connection with God.
Definitely a fact.
All right, so when you're behind every success story, I consider you a success story. Like I've known you for 20 years. Met you up at Montclair, which I didn't know if you was a student or not, but you were certainly up there.
I feel like I deserve an alum.
I think you do. I think you do.
Sticker, man.
Definitely, man, definitely.
For sure. So I guess what I'm asking for, I know you were like doing the party, promoting, things like that. How did that help you? Get into your brand, or did it help you at all?
No, I think it did. It just taught me about relations and how to interact with people. It's a gift and a curse being somebody who's so hands-on with his audience that you tend to always have moments where people are going to feel some type of way because on one day they met you and they had a conversation with you and it was like super one-on-one. And then another day when you're super busy and you can be kind of like short with people, but not intentionally. It's just around with things. So I mean, it's just a constant journey from throwing parties and learning how to try and be super intentional about everything you do,
yep.
it's the same thing that goes with the brand as well. You know, I just learned, like, you know, you gotta be super, like, you know, interactive with your audience all the time. You know what I mean? That's what so-called influencers have to do to kind of maintain their audience, man. It takes 2 seconds to lose your footage and, you know, not be in that space anymore.
You know what the crazy thing is, right? Because, like, we know you for a while, but you've been super cool since day one, right? So the funny thing about it is that I would see your shirts before I knew you were behind it. like seriously. So I have friends that I see rocking the shirts and everything. I'm like, all right, cool. Then one day, I forgot who I was talking to. I think maybe might have been Chid or somebody, Chitty or something like that. He said, no, Ladun's behind that, right? I'm like, what? I'm like, for real? I'm seeing this shirt everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So how did it feel? Like, how did it start to grow? As, like, you know, I like pretty much came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, I started seeing shirts everywhere, and everybody was wearing them. You know what I'm saying? So how did that like start and bubble like that?
Man, I think it's always. I think just God being in the details of things has been the main reason why. Because I can't even tell you why. You know what I mean? I feel like I think God orchestrated everything, and you know, it resonated with people at a time when people's faith may have been at question.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think a lot of times people look for opportunities to talk about faith without actually having to open their mouths. So I think, like, you know, it was a perfect opportunity for people to do so. You know, see a clothing line that really, like, resonated with them as far as being able to talk about, you know, God and faith. And then also, it sparks up that conversation. Like, sometimes you wear the shirt and somebody sees you, they're going to say, praise God. Another person going to say, my God versus my enemies. I like that. You know what I mean? Then another person going to say, who is your God? And then another person going to tell you, you believe in God?
Yeah.
People going to say, who are your enemies? So it's like, it's a constant conversation because you want to know what's going on. Like, some people just see it and it, like, you know, strikes. Like, I'll see people and they're like, oh my God. Yo, I love that. Yo, can I buy that off you? Like, you know what I mean? It's
and like you said, enemies are different for different people. Like we grew up in Newark, an enemy could be something totally different. Whereas someone else can have an enemy that's like anxiety. So a question I have for you is, at what point, like, you saw somebody, it could be a celebrity or whoever, had your shirt on, and you were just like, wow, this is crazy. I mean, I know it had to hit you. Like, I've been through the page and I've been, you know, supporting what you've been doing for a while, and I'm just like, yo, doing is wilding right now. This is what's up. So who's the first person you saw with the shirt and you was just like, wow, this is crazy?
The first, I think the biggest reaction might have been seeing Diddy with it.
That's good. Wow, let me ask you a question, and I could be right or wrong. Did you fly out to get Diddy a shirt?
I did. You know, I did. Yo, like, I'm telling you, what time is it right now? It's 9:13, and somebody called me and said, "Yo, Diddy wants a shirt. Do you think you can? How soon do you think you can get it to him?" Yes, I'm on the flight tomorrow.
Yes. So you know what's funny? I told Vaughn that, and I'm like, because I don't know if I remember if you said it or what the case is. When we were talking about the interview, I'm like, yo, I think Doom realized that Diddy, I don't know if it was Justin or whoever it was.
I think Justin said to his dad, Justin had it on. His dad said, yo, that's fire. And then my man was there and he was like, yo, Diddy said your joint fire. I'm on the way.
That's all you need. I'm on the way. That's what
I flew out there, and to my disappointment, I didn't even see Diddy, man. I really just, I got met up with Justin and I gave it to him. He's like, yeah, I'll give it to him. I was like, yeah, that's the Hollywood talk.
Yeah, Justin as the consolation prize.
Justin's so busy. Diddy's so busy. Justin's main focus is not going to be, let me go give this to my dad.
For sure.
And legit, he didn't wear it for a long time. We're talking 6 months later.
Yeah. Well,
I had given up. I was like, well, He's not gonna wear it. It is what it is. And then he wore it and posted it a couple times.
Well, like you said, I think a lot of it, resonates with people. It doesn't matter if you don't have money. Diddy's got his own enemy, so to speak, and he's close to a billionaire, if not a billionaire. Right. So I think, like you said, that can go for somebody that lost the job to somebody that's just dealing with something internally, and that's why.
Exactly.
I think it's dope.
Especially what's going on right now with the whole COVID-19 stuff. You know what I'm saying? People's faith was being really tested. I think in a way that they haven't been tested before. So I think, like you said, it's like God's plan. So when you see a line or something like with the shirt, it just speaks to people.
Right, what I'm saying? Automatically, yeah.
Automatically.
Like, people see it and they're like, yo, that really like touched me. Like I have video of somebody crying, just like, yo, that's my God versus my enemies. And they start crying. I'm like, I'm blown away that I have something to do with that.
Yeah. Word. Now what's your link with DJ Envy? Did he invest in the company? How did it partnered up?
We're partnered up. We're definitely partners on the brand. It really came from, I was doing parties, so DJ Envy was somebody I booked all the time.
Yeah, you knew all the DJs anyway. Yep.
I mean, it was more like this connection. So
yep.
I don't remember the day I gave it to him though, but I did make sure he got one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he wore it so many times, and I was like, my God, like that shirt is bodied, and Envy got money. So like, why would he?
Like, why does he have this on?
let me fix that, bro. You know what I mean?
I got a couple at the crib.
Yeah. So, and then I really wanted to hit him about partnering up about it, and I was like,
yeah,
nah, God put this vision on my heart. Like, how do I just like give it to somebody and say to be a part of it?
Yeah.
So I went to sleep. I just prayed on it. I was like, it is what it is, God. You take the lead. And I swear, like 6:13 the next morning, I got a call, like a text.
Yeah.
Like, yo, Envy, my man hit me. Well, my homegirl hit me and said, yo, Envy said he won't holler at you and talk about partnering up with the brand. And I was like, yeah, this is a sign right here.
Let's go.
Yeah. Do it. You know what I mean? So, we had some conversations and, you know what I mean? We just have to figure out where it makes sense. And
But Dylan, when I tell you everybody I know has a shirt, I'm talking about people in different states, bro. I mean, like I have my man in Florida. He's in Orlando. And he hit me up. I'm like, all right, whatever. And he FaceTimed me. He had the shirt on, right? and in my head, I'm like, all right. I'm like, damn, this is everywhere, bro. And this is like in the summer, like last summer. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, damn. Then my neighbor, boom, she pop up with one, right? Then her little daughter pop up with one. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, there we go.
It's crazy, man. I can't even. It's unbelievable, man. Like I tell you, like when I look at like we're 90% like online orders.
Yep.
If you catch up with me to get one, you really got to be my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everything's online, so you look online and you're like Kansas, New Hampshire, and it's like
that's dope.
I do get orders from Jersey too, but hardly from here. A lot of people do have it, but imagining that like the bulk of orders come from California, North Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia, like, you know what I mean? So it's a big, very wide range of cities that kind of support the brand.
Yeah. So a quick question for you. I know you had a pretty good relationship with Reverend Ron.
Yeah.
Over at the church over there, Christian Love.
Yeah.
What did you learn from him? It's funny. The first time I heard about Reverend Ron, my mom actually told me about him. Just like a real down to earth person. The first time she seen him, my wife was actually telling me the story. He had on jeans. He like you wouldn't know
jeans, cowboy boots.
Like you wouldn't know if he was a member of the church or the pastor. He was so down to earth. So what's something that you learned from him?
Man, you made me look it up. I can verbatim, like he would get up out his sleep and he would hit me and he would say his message to me September 28th, 2015.
Wow.
He hadn't seen me in a little while, maybe a couple Sundays. He said, love you, miss you, time to do something big. And he put big in caps.
Yep.
Just do something. God will back you up, whatever you do. And I said, yes, I'm praying on direction. He said, don't miss the season. Yep, see you soon.
Wow.
So it was like one thing that I always remember, don't miss the season. And whatever you do, God will back you up. You know what I mean? That's golden to me, like that message. Like,
was that the last time you heard from him?
Last time I spoke to him. No, I probably saw him on Sunday, a couple Sundays actually. But,
okay, gotcha.
He was crazy. Like he would like text me and be like I legit got text messages from him because we would come help him anytime he had like people would deliver food and trucks would come, thousands, thousands of things.
Mm-hmm.
He would hit me up and be like, he would text me like, yo, nigga, where you at? But legit, like that, I'm telling you, like, I'm telling you verbatim, he would text me and say those exact words. Like, he said, I remember he hit me, he said, I need some people at 5 to come help unload the truck for Fun Day Sunday. I said, got you, okay. He said, I don't know Lynn with this need to help. You guys can grab some cases. And I stand, it was like 5:20. He hit me at 2 o'clock. At 5:30, he hit me. He's like, where's my help? I'm going to say, I'm almost there. He said, shaking my damn head. Nobody there. Nigga, where your power? So it's like, and it's helped me ministry-wise. Like, I never wanted to go into ministry, but I felt like the brand is my ministry.
Yeah, for sure.
Talk to God. Talk to people and relay the message of faith to them.
Yep.
And I think a lot of times the biggest thing that Rev Ron taught me was just that relationships are not about, religion. The reason why people walk away from religion is because you pressing religion on them when you should be pressing relationships. You know what I mean?
Yep. That's a fact.
Yep.
You know what I mean? For me, that's it. I'm not pressing you to come to church, but I go to church, and but church is at home as well.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Yep.
Definitely.
Like this, I don't know. This pandemic could have changed the
mindset
way people view church, because a lot of people now have gotten to this place where they have a church service online, and they feel like I can still get the same Holy Ghost. I can still pay my tithes and stay home.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You're watching these different pastors online. I'm listening to T.D. Jakes. I listen to Mike Todd, Stephen Furtick, Carl Lentz, Darius Daniels. All these different pastors have amazing, you don't need much to really have much of a relationship with God.
Yeah, Pastor Daniels is definitely another down to earth. My sister-in-law actually go to Change Church.
Fire service.
But you'll see him. He'll have a "My God versus My Enemy" shirt with some Jordans on, like the news.
Right. No, that's total blessing, man. Total blessing in that sense, man.
Yeah, because I think what's the change? The dynamic is changing between old church and new church. So I think people in our generation, our age, we're on the new church wave. So it's like everyone pretty much supposed to become as you are. Right. So, back in the day, you had to have your Sunday's best to walk into the church, and some people couldn't have your Sunday's best.
I could never go to church. Like, I had to wear pants, and a dress shirt every Sunday with my
Every Sunday. That's what I'm saying. That's a fact for everybody. But now you're noticing that I don't have to do that. Like, if I can put jeans on, a sweatshirt, and a T-shirt, go in there and praise just like everyone else, and I'm accepted. Yeah. I think for a lot of times, people weren't accepting that. Like the older generation wasn't. Now they are now. But it's like a whole new flood of people coming in now with different ideas. So I think what you're doing by the clothing line is a representation of what's happening in the actual church anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So that's why it works, and that's why everyone's latching on to it, because they want something to grab on anyway and have a reason to feel accepted. And that's helping them.
So like that's what it is now. We are the church.
Yep.
And a brand hopefully gives people an opportunity to feel like, we don't have to, you don't have to, like, religion-wise, you don't have to subscribe to just the old way of doing the things. You can create your own opportunity to create your relationship with church.
Yep.
With God, if church is it for you, fine. If home is it for you, great. If both of those work for you, great. You know what I mean? As long as you have a relationship with God.
Definitely.
All right.
Now,
So,
go ahead. Now, I was gonna say, I always tell people, you have to get your own relationship, and that's the most important thing. And you don't worry about everyone else, because people sometimes get caught with the stigma.
Yep.
Have your own relationship with God, whatever it is, your one-on-one, whatever it may be, and that's what you hold on to. Now, if you feel comfortable outside that, then do that. But have your one-on-one relationship is key, and people don't really have that. But they're looking for it.
Exactly.
They're trying to figure it out. They're going what my mom told me, what my cousin's doing, not what they really want to do.
Right. Exactly. For sure.
All right, so we're gonna switch speeds a little bit. So I know you're still into acting and all that.
Right.
You did some work with LaRon as well, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, go. That's a good brother right there, LaRon.
Yeah.
What would be your dream acting role? Like if you could portray someone in a movie, who would that be?
If I could portray somebody in a movie, jeez. Yo, it's all right. Two things. Two roles I would like to. Three. All right. 3 roles.
He went from 0 to 3.
One would be. I would love to do Ricochet, the reprise.
Wow. Okay.
Reprise of Ricochet.
Yep.
Okay.
Because that was one of Denzel's first breakout roles.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So, being an idol, I would want to take on that role. You know what I mean? And be able to, just because it was such a great movie and great opportunity to, just following his steps.
Yep.
I've been chasing his for a while. So, I then also I would like to do Hamlet, a big Hamlet production.
Okay.
TV production. I mean, movie production. But just a Black Hamlet. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then finally, I think it would be Shaka Zulu.
Ooh. Bringing it back.
It's only right?
Yeah.
You need to bring it. People don't know about that. You know?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't really know. I don't really know the story of Mansa Musa, but I probably should know it.
Okay.
You guys know it, but I just know he's somebody that was like super wealthy, smart, and African. So, that's a story that could be brought to life as well.
No doubt.
So,
no doubt.
Be a breeze.
Cool.
No doubt. Definitely. Wow. So where do you see yourself going in the next 5 years? I know it's tough to kind of think about that, but where do you see yourself going in the next 5 years?
I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm the brand is a place of focus.
Yep.
Focused on health as well now. Like I've always worked out, but health is important because this new normalcy we're gonna have to be in.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Like health is gonna be something of focus. So I'm seeing how some people in their 50s, I mean all across the board, people of all ages got to suffer for this. But really people who are older, who weren't like 100% in shape, are suffering, and it's different things, especially in our community.
Yeah,
a lot of these things are things that people have known about. A lot of people have known that they have diabetes, that they have high blood pressure.
Yep.
But it's all about control. It's all about focus. We don't really have that control as a people.
Yep.
You know what
totally
I mean?
Right.
So for me, going into health, going into the brand, going to shooting my own productions in that process. Me and LaRon got some things. It's still my goal, no matter what happens. We're not in our 20s to be able to do what we wanted to do, but we still have the opportunity. I feel like, to this day, I still, with people I run into, they're still thinking like, all right, Ladun's like, then my casting director still has me from 25 to 35.
Yeah.
That's the age bracket that, I get cast for.
Yep.
And it's a blessing. It might be water, might be tea, might be God's fountain of youth.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
For years missed out on, but it's still like film is one of the biggest things that's a goal for me. But I would just try to make sure that it's in alignment with God's word. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Whatever God says, you know what I mean? Because you can say you have your plans and God's plan are two different things. But everything I have going on is still part of my plan A. Ain't no plan B. People look at it like acting's your plan A, the brand is your plan B, health, whatever. No, it's all part of the plan A because every single one of them leads to the next one being successful.
Exactly.
Yep.
So musically, what is Ladun listening to?
What am I listening to? Man, I'm a playlist king, man.
All right. Well,
I ain't DJing. I create all these playlists and I send them to different people that I'm just like, yo, the playlist is up to your speed. Like, I mean, off the top of my head, I'm like, definitely, I'm an R&B dude. So, like, I'm listening to John Legend still, like, top of my list.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Caesar, Frank Ocean.
Daniel Caesar's fire.
HER,
that's your homegirl, right?
Yeah. We have a good relationship. We ain't like besties and not like that, but we definitely have a great relationship.
Yeah, she makes dope music, man.
Yeah, talented.
She's next generation. She's the generation. She's this generation.
Yeah,
like, You know what I mean? I don't know who to compare her to, but she's it. You know what I mean? So,
she remind me of like a. It sounds weird, but like a young Erykah Badu. Like when she first came out, Erykah Badu, where it was just different.
Yep.
Fresh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Fresh. Yeah. So she's dope.
Exactly. And hip hop wise, I still listen to Hove. You know what I mean? Yep. I listen to Ace, because his music has changed from.
His album just dropped, didn't it?
Yeah, he just dropped the EP. I have a crazy workout playlist. I do listen to Future though. Like Future and Drake, like they make pretty good music. Like
they make good. That's what I'm saying. They know how to make songs.
Oh, absolutely.
Consistent, man. Let me not forget that he's probably on the top of my hip hop list.
Okay, that's more than fair. I love it. All right, so what we've been talking about last couple episodes, and everybody's been talking about the MJ doc, the Last Dance. So for this doc, where do you fall on that?
What part of it? What's the question? Exactly.
I mean, you know the question.
Is he the GOAT or not?
Is he the GOAT or not?
I mean, it's kind of hard to deny that he's not the GOAT. I think.
All right, we both agree. We just asking.
Spin around, you got to throw that out there lightly and say, nah, yo, LeBron. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, you got to it's about legacy, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's about legacy. It's what regardless of whatever. People will always say LeBron empowered the people around him. But if you look at the story, we're forgetting that he empowered those around him too.
Yeah.
And he was, but at the same time, he was that strong of a player that I think it was very dependent on sometimes this is what it took to be the GOAT. Like
for sure.
You had to go for the kill a lot.
Like it
takes to be a leader.
Check it out, John. This is what I think. And I said this to Derrick before. Every superstar, GOAT, great player, they have one thing in common, a couple things in common, but really one. And you rarely see this. They have a strong male father figure, could be an uncle, could be a cousin, could be whatever, right? If it's not dad, that supports them. So they don't care what people think about them. They're self-assured, right? Mm-hmm. You look at the New York Yankees. Derrick Jeter was the captain, but A-Rod was better. We knew A-Rod was better, but A-Rod wasn't that man. Right. Derrick Jeter had strong father figure. Didn't care about people thought about him. Look at Mike, had his father, right?
Yeah.
Or strong father figure. I don't want to just say father, but strong father figure. The ones that reaching and are reaching for it and want to be liked and approved. Kobe had a strong father figure, right?
Right.
Look at Bron. Bron want everyone to like him. So that's why Bron, he's a great guy, great player, great person. Yeah. We love LeBron. Everybody loves LeBron.
Maybe even too nice.
Too nice. He wants you to like me. You have to like me. He wants acceptance from everybody that's around him. So sometimes that rubs people the wrong way. It's like a chameleon. He switches up from time to time, right? So you're like, all right, Kobe was one way. Like, I want to win. Get on
do whatever
boat.
I need to do.
Word, or you getting off the boat. Jordan, get on the boat, or you off the boat.
Right.
I'll go.
Right. And I still think to this day, like, it's just certain things that, like, Jordan had to play on a team where, a couple of years he didn't win.
Like 7.
And it was just never, and I don't know, I just feel like it was just never, the option was just not like, let's be out.
That wasn't an option.
And don't say to nobody. I mean, you have the power, and I'll give LeBron his credit. Like, he has let you know he's more than an athlete.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Him being more than an athlete tells you I'm a businessman, and I'm gonna go wherever I want to go.
Yep.
This is also another thing that probably down the line we'll see this behind the scenes and say, all right, maybe he is facilitated as one of the greatest.
Yeah.
But I mean, even when when Kobe passed, it was very honorary to say Kobe should be put on the basketball as a new logo.
Yep.
But in my head, it was like, it's still
Jordan.
Still Jordan.
Word.
Still Jordan. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, Jordan's amazing. Unfortunately, I mean, we're finding out more as we go along. Like, you know what I mean? His political beliefs, that's on him.
Yeah.
Who he decides to, those are decisions he says. I'm not trying to be. I'm a basketball player.
I'm a basketball player. I'm no different than what John Paxson was trying to do, but I'm just better.
Exactly.
Nah, no doubt, man.
All right, Dool. So what we like to do, you are our second guest. Our first guest was Iquan. You know Iquan.
Yeah.
So we like to hit people with a couple rapid fire random questions. So you can't. We're not gonna give you too much time to think about it. You can't go on your phone and Google. You can't grab a notebook. We just want to answer. Answer.
Raw answer.
So I'm gonna start you off. It can't be like in what context. You gotta think. The answer's the answer. Are you ready?
God forgive me on this one.
All right, Kobe or LeBron?
Kobe.
Okay. What you got, Vaughn?
All right, Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston?
Whitney Houston.
Okay, you confident with it. Yeah. Jay-Z or Nas?
Jay-Z.
Okay.
Kendrick or J. Cole?
Ooh, there we go. J. Cole, yo.
Ooh, all right.
Okay. Juice or Boys in the Hood?
Juice or Boys in the Hood? Juice or Boys in the Hood? Boys in the Hood.
Okay.
All right. And last one. Number 8, Kobe or number 24? Kobe.
Number 8.
Ooh.
I actually got one more.
Afro Kobe.
I actually got one more since you the big R&B head. Chris Brown or Usher?
Ooh.
You know what I'm going to say.
I'm going to say Usher.
Word.
Yeah, I mean.
But I have my reasons. I mean, outside of the fact that, you know what I mean? I know y'all didn't ask for reasons, but it's like Usher catalog-wise, I was able to, like, live and, go through these, like, moments. When those things were dropping, we were dealing with these situations.
Yeah,
we were almost in the same bracket. He was a couple years older.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean? When you're dealing with confessions and damn,
yeah.
We didn't have prior to that, years before that, you didn't really have people who was really saying like, "Yo, I'm having a baby on you." You know?
Yeah. Nah, you didn't have that at all.
Yeah. I sat with girls who were just sitting right there and they heard the song and they start crying because it had a dude that had a baby on them.
For sure.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think Chris Brown is super talented and I think he definitely is probably gonna I think he will outdo Usher's legacy.
Yep.
He already has to an extent, but I mean, he drops albums now, and it's be like so much content on it. Like,
and it's cool.
He dropped a 40-album song. I still have to go through that album. I probably listened 3 songs in, and I was like, "Yo, this is too much.
Too much music."
And I'm okay if you're in that age bracket right before us, that 25 to 30. If he's your GOAT, I got no problem with that. No, if Chris Brown is their GOAT, not me.
Yeah, Chris Brown
he's up there.
Some people in our category that call Chris Brown got stuff, but Usher, I can live through. We can live through My Way.
Yeah, you can pinpoint
My Way, the album, like listening to that all the way through and sitting by and playing a CD, going to pick up the chick. She's walking up to the car. You're like, hold up, let me press play right now. You're like, this is something crazy.
Or put on your answer machine or something like that.
Right. Like I was the dude that had Carl Thomas on my
the emotional joint.
Yo, bro, no. He was like, but I'm saying, here I am, say lines and praying. The baby is cold outside, and even when it's not, it still is.
Yeah, Carl Thomas had it, man.
And then he lost it. Yeah, the second album was good. I liked it, but that was it.
Yeah, I think something probably happened with label. We know how it go with that stuff, man. Dude, talented.
I think he was slightly older too.
Yeah,
he was.
As he had some hot stuff, and then you had Usher just consistently bombing away with stuff.
Yeah, and he's dancing and doing all types of other stuff.
Yeah, you're crooning and wearing leather jackets and clothes.
The game just changed, man. The game started changing.
Shirts off, and he's talking about like after tonight. You know what I mean? Like,
that was finished.
Ladies loving that.
Yeah. It's like Donnell Jones was hot, and his time passed. You know what I'm saying?
He literally caught a hot joint.
Yeah, that album was fire.
Then he was old.
Yeah.
Word. Quick.
Like, he was old.
How that happened in like a 5-month period?
That happens to me. I'm like, yo, look, God, I need that Mahershala Ali, Idris Elba vibe. Like,
yeah, facts.
They have a strong, like, right now, they still have women like fawning over them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan, who is, and y'all should have had that conversation.
About Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. your GOAT.
Michael B. Jordan could be. I mean, Denzel's my GOAT.
Nah, Denzel's my GOAT. Denzel's my GOAT.
But
Mike's up there. He's gaining steam though, because we seeing him. I mean, some of you guys knew him from like a personal level, but then we also seen him develop.
We seen him as Wallace.
Wallace. You know what I'm saying? So you see the development of people. You can follow it.
Right.
He's definitely getting there though. He's getting those roles too.
Yeah,
absolutely. He's doing his thing, man. It's crazy to see where he is now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right out. I did have one question for you. Again, I wanted to touch on something that's been kind of hitting the news a lot lately, about the Ahmaud Arbery incident. Yeah. I think it kind of slid under the radar because the whole COVID-19 stuff was happening.
Yep.
So I heard about it, but I wasn't following it. You know how when you hear about something, but you're not following it? So I want to see your thoughts on that, because it seems like, we have the same thing, here we go again type of thing. Right. You know what I'm saying?
No, how do I feel about it? I'm disgusted. I sat today and I was just asking myself, like, what is it we can do now in this time frame? I felt like, and I really had to ask God too, like, what can I do in this time? What can I do to be of service during this time?
Yep.
Because, I mean, what are we going to do? Like, I was really asking some friends, I said, what do you think about going back to Africa?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do we have to be here? Do we even have the strength to really, like, fight the system?
Endure all this.
Without really going through a real war? Because it looks like the only other option that can happen is a civil war.
Yeah.
Because you see what people are talking about, and they're talking about, like, you don't need, like, justice by the what you call it, department, the judicial system. We don't need them to do it. We'll do it ourselves. What I mean? People put the address out there, but it's just like, what do we do now to be hands-on? How can we make a difference in situations like this? And it's just a lot. It's a lot of work. You know what I mean? It comes down to the politics of things. It comes down into deciding whether to hold our vote or not. Because, you know what I mean? Like, realistically, I think if Biden was to get in office, right, he has 4 years to fix everything that Trump destroyed.
Facts.
Yeah.
And then he still gets ousted out of office because he didn't get to do.
He didn't clean it up.
So much work to do.
Yeah.
So the groundwork of it is if the community was able to come together, I think like it sounds crazy. My mother's like constantly like, we can't have another 4 years of Trump. But I'm like, if we take the time to say, boom, how can we work on our municipal government? How can we work on our state government? And then once we're able to handle those elections and getting those right people in place, then the big office is important as well. You know what I mean? If we have the state and the house together and we are all in sync, we'll be fine. But the next thing is but also if we hold our vote, now the Democratic Party has to come back to us. And they lose and they realize the power of the black vote. Now it's like we have to go talk to the black community and really come up with a black agenda.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And really realizing that you guys, you know what I mean, they automatically think they get our vote anyway. At first I didn't understand what Diddy was talking about, but holding a vote, I feel like is important because we are not benefiting. We're not getting any of the benefits. You know what I mean? They have all this money going out to all these different businesses, and you're finding out people like Shake Shack's getting $10 million and that they had to give it back because they didn't really need it.
Yeah.
I mean, you have small businesses that need it, but more importantly, investing into our community, talking about real estate, educating our community. And that's what, some of the stuff that I hope to be able to start getting into in these next couple weeks, months, years.
Yeah.
It's funny you said that because I was thinking the same thing when I heard about what happened. I was saying I feel like a civil war is going to happen, and I actually said that today. I'm like, I think something's going to happen because people are beyond fed up with certain things, and now people are talking about addresses popping up. They're talking about getting their own rifles, and the
scary part about that is that like white America has been prepping for a war, a civil war for so long. We're technically at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
They've been buying guns every Saturday. Every first Saturday, every time they get a check, they're buying a new gun. You know what I mean? We got rusty old 45s
or Jordans,
9mm,
or some new Jordans,
or some Yeezys.
Exactly.
Yo, somebody said if you want to see the gun laws change, everybody that doesn't have a felony go get a gun and watch them change.
They'll tell us they can get rid of the what is that? The Second Amendment.
Second Amendment.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to add real quick. Thing about when Diddy said what he said, I understood what he said. I got it, but I think he should have said it during the primaries.
Oh yeah, he held it too late.
He held it too late because now, if you're telling people to hold it, it's like, yo, we only got one choice.
We only have one choice.
So it's like, if I hold it now,
you give Trump a layup.
A layup. So it's like, I wish he would have said it early. I know what he meant. I think we all knew. Everyone that has a brain knew what he meant, but you know how it goes. Some people aren't that smart.
Who do you guys think should be his vice president?
Oh man, I think that choice is going to be big, but I think it should be. I think it's going to be a female, and I think it should be an African American female, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm leaning towards the Congress lady from Atlanta, from Georgia.
Stacey Abrams?
Yeah, I think I'm looking for Stacey Abrams. That's what I'm leaning towards, but I don't know if he's
perfect for the role.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna do that though. Like I don't know.
Yeah, perfect. I think it would be so dumb of him not to.
Yeah, it's gonna help his.
He may not have the experience for vice presidency, but I think that her being a woman, and her actually knowing, she knows, like she definitely has the experience that would have led her to be a governor. So I don't think she could be a shoo-in for vice president. I'm sure she'd have some help, and some great women surrounding her and people supporting her. But then also, she's also somebody who will be in the trenches and can also help touch on Black agenda. Because now she can help Biden understand what Black agenda is.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Understand.
That's
You're right about that, man.
So, yo, what doing, man? Thank you for coming and kicking with us, man. It was fun.
Definitely appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate y'all having me on here, man.
Yeah, man. Keep grinding, doing what you're doing, man. Much appreciated.
Yes, sir.
Y'all keep following.
Good luck on everything with this. I think it's gonna be a hit, And once we got out this pandemic, man, y'all be able to take it to the next level.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, man. Keep doing your thing.
All right, man.
Sir. Much blessings, bro.
Yep, later.
All right, peace.
All right, so shout out to Ladun Thompson for stopping by.
Yes.
We're gonna get into a couple of our music picks too. We're gonna try to do this weekly, get some people out there. My first one is Vertical Jones. Got a project called Monochrome. Vertical Jones on Tidal. He's on Instagram as well. Links in his bio at Vertical Jones. So Vertical Jones Monochrome's a joint I'm listening to.
Right now, I'm listening to nobody brand new, but I told you I really like that Drake album.
Yeah, it caught. The first time I listened to it, I was kind of like, and I'm like, it's got some. I worked out to it in the house. I was like, it's got some joints on it.
Some joints on it, yeah, it definitely does. And then my weekly favorite right now is a single by OT Genesis. I look good. Yo, that song is great. It's gonna be a hit. And OT will always put out a great single. Like he just has a knack for picking out the right songs. And someone told me the more annoying a song is, the better it is. I mean, it's gonna stay in your head.
Yeah, you're gonna sing it. Yeah.
That song, I've been singing it all week. I can't get it out of my head.
So, we're gonna wrap episode 6. Thanks for listening. Follow us on IG at The Great Minds Podcast. Subscribe, comment, and thank you for showing your support.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
All right, later.